Namo Pha. Thank you for joining me for our daily practice check-in. Listen, listen, listen. This beautiful sound calls us back to our true home. The first mindfulness training. Aware of the suffering caused by the destruction of life, I vow to cultivate compassion and learn ways to protect the lives of people, animals, plants, and minerals. I'm determined not to kill, not to let others kill, and not to condone any act of killing in the world, in my thinking, or in my way of life. For our Dharma lessons, we've been reading Ajahn Chah's book, Everything is Teaching Us, and today we're concluding that book, finishing his Dharma talk on even one word is enough. Ajahn Chah. Who is it that tells you about the astrological predictions? Ajahn Sumedho. A lot of people talk about it, often just like a hobby or casual interest. Ajahn Chah. If it really is as they say, then what should people do? Are they offering any path to follow? From my point of view, the Buddha taught very clearly. He said that the things we can't be sure about are many, starting from the time we were born. Astrology may talk about months or years in the future, but the Buddha points to the moment of birth. Predicting the future may make people anxious about what could happen, but the truth is that the uncertainty is always with us, right from birth. People aren't likely to believe such talk, are they? If you, speaking to a layperson who is present, are afraid, then consider this. Suppose that you were convicted of a crime that calls for capital punishment, and in 7 days you will be executed. What would go through your mind? That is my question for you. If in 7 days you will be executed, what will you do? If you think about it and take it a step further, you will realize that all of us right now are sentenced to die. Only we don't know when it will happen. It could be sooner than 7 days. Are you aware that you are under a death sentence? If you were to violate the law of the land and be sentenced to death, you would certainly be most distressed. Meditation on death is recollecting that death is going to take us and that it could be very soon. But you don't think about that, so you feel you are living comfortably. If you do think about it, it will cause you to have devotion to the practice of Dharma. So the Buddha taught us to practice the recollection of death regularly. Those who don't recollect it live with fear. They don't know themselves. But if you do recollect and are aware of yourself, it will lead you to want to practice Dharma seriously and be free from such fear. If you are aware of this death sentence, you will want to find a solution. Generally, people don't like to hear such talk. Doesn't that mean they are far from the true Dharma? The Buddha urged us to recollect death, but people get upset by such talk. That's the karma of beings. They do have some knowledge of this fact, but the knowledge isn't yet clear. May all beings be well. May all beings be happy. May all beings be peaceful. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you for joining me today.